Now, here's another match in the Centurion, this one on Sand River. And as you can see, the players in this match are quite decent. There's not many baddies. So we'll see how this goes. Now, as ever in my Centurion, I'm going to head up north and play around with stuff near the hill. Obvious reasons, I want to take advantage of my 10 degrees of gun depression. That should also be where a couple of the enemy mediums go, and since those things are 54s, I can fight them on the hill a lot better than they can fight me. I'll have Vegas Ron in his Patton for support. The Patton is, like the Centurion, a hull-down fighter, but it's not quite as good as the Centurion at it, in my opinion. Has a much easier to penetrate turret with a thinner gun mantlet, and the gun is not quite as good. It is a good tank though, just saying. Now our 54s have all come up here as well, so this could be interesting. Our team's split fairly well. We got enough heavies down south. Middle might be a problem, but we should be able to relocate to hit them if they do bust through there. One enemy medium in the middle of the map. And one of our retards has tracked himself already. And here we go, here's a 54. This is game face time. Now, we've got to be careful we don't get hit from the dunes, but if I can pop over and take out some of this guy's health without getting hit myself, there we go, a turret bounce, it will do a lot of work that will help our team in the long run. So we'll just pop over while he's distracted, blast him in the side, and back off to reload. This tank has a 10.3 second reload with rammer and 100% crew. With a vent system, I think it goes down to about 10.1. I used to use vents, but then I subbed them out for optics. Now here we go, T-54s and Type 59s. These things are easy meat for a Centurion, as long as it's hull down. Their gold rounds can't penetrate the Centurion's gun mantlet, but the Centurion goes through them like a knife through hot butter. Or a hot knife through butter, rather. I'm still a little tired. And they're showing their side armor, which is not very smart of them. Now about here, you can see Ron getting himself in trouble, so I'm going to have to go try and rescue him in a minute. Except a target of opportunity, a stock target to take him out of the fight. Should always try and take tanks out of the fight, because even a 1 hit point tank can still shoot its gun. I've seen so many tanks get through that should have been dead and lose the game for my team because they just ignored a low health target. Now here we go. Ron is kind of getting stomped. Probably could have saved him by moving in a bit earlier, but it's okay. We've taken out all of their fast mediums pretty much that came up this side, and all their good players, in fact. So now once I unstick myself from this mess of tank, I'll go and do some more work. Looks like the team might have the 75 handled, but we'll take this KV-5. Or we won't. .75 is being handled by the rest of the team. Now South has collapsed. There is nothing between them and our artillery, or our cap for that matter, which I just noticed. So I'm going to try and help out with the 75, lucky snapshot, and head back. Now, I'm going to ignore that 95 for now. That's none of my business. The rest of my team can handle that. My concern is going back to base and stopping them from capping out, or at least resetting cap until I can get some support. I'll just try for a snapshot on the arty. Didn't work. Not going to fret about it. We'll deal with him later. This is carry mode engaged, because my team is mostly bad. The ones that are left anyway. 54 on our base, no shots, nothing we can do. We'll have to deal with him later. Now that stuff we are going to deal with now. It's all dangerous. T-34, big easy target, nice high roll on him. I've got a sand dune there, nice big one, I'm going to hold down on that. No sense fighting in the open on this tank. If you fight on flat ground in a Centurion, you will die. 54 is making my life difficult, so I'm not going to really worry about him. I want the other stuff to show itself. As soon as they pop into the open, I'll target them. Yeah, it was worth a try. Alright, T-34's up. He's next. Bang, 0 damage crit. Take the 152, he's one-shottable on a high roll. But we low-rolled instead. It's okay, we've got plenty of time to deal with these guys. As long as our JT stays alive and... well, he doesn't even have to spot them, I can spot them from here. As long as he keeps them distracted, we've got nothing to worry about. I'll try and hit this guy, but he's rather difficult to get because he's behind a dune and artillery, behind the artillery wreck, so... oof, ouch. He's giving us shots, sort of. Take a blind shot, worry about him later. He's gonna go for the cap. There he is. And that's dealt with him for now. Now the T-34 is actually trying to push on me, and that thing's dangerous because it can hold down like I can. So I want to get him before he gets any closer. He'll also be spotting me for the other stuff. But the JT is more dangerous. T-34 is actually scared of me, so... cautiously push ahead and try and take this guy without exposing myself to his tank destroyer friend. And there we go. At this point I've just got to keep these two off our cap, preferably kill them. They can't out-cap us anyway, unless the M41 resets. Missed him somehow. I'm not sure how. And that's game. There's no way they can win now. It's just a case of doing some damage. Bounce off my turret. It's him dealt with. And that's it. 5,187 damage. I'm quite happy with that. Probably some spotting as well.